Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to the basement as we're about to watch episode 10 of the series Firefly. This one is called War Stories. So I guess in this realm it's episode 10. Originally, who knows what number this episode would have been. So Ariel was so tense. It was so tense. But we got to see Daddy Mal dropped the hammer and it was glorious. This is when we saw, Mal gives off a very kind of affable, goes with the flow, bends and twists, shifts when needed to capitalize on whatever is happening. And this was him going, no, do not mistake my good nature for you being able to take advantage of me in any way, shape, or form. And it was great. It was great. And it was needed because you had a crew member that totally sabotaged your team. Cannot treat that lightly in any way. Cannot. Now, again, as I was saying, he is more lenient, and that's only the best word I can describe than I would have been, because as I've said before, I have severe trust issues. So if you're already in a high stress situation being smugglers to start with, you can't trust your team. No, you got to go somehow. You got to go somehow. I know some of you like Jane. For me personally, he is always going to be a tough sell. Oh, somebody else we saw kind of insert themselves more was Simon when he was in the hospital. And somebody did mention in the comments, and I can't remember who, I'm sorry, I got inundated with those. Overwhelming, but it was great. Thank you all so much for commenting. But I did see somebody mention how in the hospital and in this society, this is what he was used to. This is what he lived in and he thrived in until his sister got taken. So he was in his element. This is who he would have been elsewise. And so that is very interesting thought as well. Him in certain situations, he's going to be a little bit back more. Although sometimes with people who are very confident in one area, they're thrust into another, they'll fake it. They'll just fake it because they're used to being in control somehow of the narrative of themselves. So him taking so much of a back seat is very interesting. It's an interesting character trait. But seeing him lay it down even though he was handcuffed, that was intriguing as well. So having said that, I'm excited to get on with the series, and I'm glad that you're all with me. It does make it so much more fun getting backstories and nitty gritties, and this person said this in an interview, and that person said that. It makes it more fun. It's more enriching. So I have my big cozy blanket. I do have my beverage of choice. I hope you're all ready to get snuggly, and let's get to it.
Anything goes wrong, then things between us not so solid.
They have kind of built up a list of
Did you ever read the works of Shan Yu?
enemies, I guess.
Fancied himself quite the warrior poet. Wrote volumes on war, torture, the limits of human endurance.
Book.
Tell me you're not a fan.
Just wondering if they were. The people who did this to your sister.
Oh, now we get to the real questions about who you truly are. Tell me, are you familiar with the works of Shan Yu?
So I take it he and Book have a relationship, understanding, similar teacher. They've crossed paths, I'm guessing.
I said yes already. Where's the outstanding issue? What, is the ship not clean enough?
I just want the counselor to feel comfortable. And when I say comfortable, I mean totally alone.
Shut up! There's nobody sets foot on my boat that I don't meet him. Don't worry, I'm not going to start any sword fights. I'm over that phase.
This is a perfectly reasonable request.
These really are the genuine article. I can get used to being rich.
Zoe, how come you always cut your apples? Her and the cat and both.
Our platoon was stuck in a trench outside of New Casimir during the winter campaign. We mentioned that we were out of rations, and 10 minutes later, a bunch of apples rained into the trench.
Blew off their heads, huh?
Cap said, wait, just little pops, and there's 3 guys that kind of just ended the ribcage.
That's terrible.
When you said that you didn't get a chance to tell the captain my idea, what you actually meant was that you told him my idea, and then came the lying to me about it, which for me is sort of the highlight of this little adventure. Forget the fence, go straight to the source.
Captain thinks it'll get back to someone. It just caused trouble.
I can see both sides. Totally see both sides. You want somebody to protect your identity, yet you want to get it right to the source.
I love the fact that you two are old army buddies and you have wacky stories with rib cages in them, but could you have an opinion of your own, please?
You're losing the higher ground here, sweet cakes.
No, what this marriage needs is one less husband.
Ooh.
Right now it's kind of crowded.
Ooh. I think if he was paying attention when he met her and decided to form a relationship with her, Mal was going to be part of the package somehow, some way, some shape, some form.
Function like I'm a girl. I hate it because I know it'll go away. What am I?
You are my beautiful sister.
I threw up on your bed.
And then you should have followed it up with, and then I cleaned it up. Not just left it there. Right. So book.
Didn't Inara express a wish for privacy?
You gotta see who she's got. But he's handsome.
Oh, I bet it's Nishka. Is it Nishka? Oh. Okay. Okay.
They look so glamorous together.
I'll be in my bunk.
Is it really that? It's really that exciting, y'all? Really? I was saying about book. It seems as Simon is treating River medically. But I also think River's got a lot of psychological, mental health, PTSD type of stuff she needs to work through. And on the crew, Book seems the most capable of helping her through that. So it'd be nice to see them take that path with her.
Thought I might take this run instead. Okay. I'm lost. I'm angry, and I'm armed.
I can handle myself.
And you understand what Zoe's job entails?
Not a clue.
Learn as I go.
So now I'm learning about carrying.
Can't believe you guys knocked over an Alliance hospital. The pair you have.
Yeah. Stuff legends are so go.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Now I'm learning about scary.
Don't be weird, Jane. Don't be weird. Please, God, don't be weird. Neither of you, be weird. Just be cool.
Jane, grab your weapon.
The drop?
They're late. They should have been back more an hour ago.
I'll go with you.
Ooh.
From the look of these wounds, I'd say a 54R sniper rifle. Laser sights.
You do a lot of shooting at the Abbey there, Shepard.
That's really specific there, Book.
Whoever did this, they weren't after the goods.
That's wasted medical supplies. Oh, that feels bad, too. That's an extra sting. A little bit extra drop of lemon juice on the wound. So how did Nishka know they were going to meet up with these guys specifically for an exchange at that place, that exact place?
I don't want you to spare me, Mal. If you think you know what's happening, then you tell me. You wouldn't spare Zoe if she were in this situation with you, would you?
Can you give him a second to think?
Whatever Zoe would do in this instance is what I want to do.
She'd be quiet.
She ain't here, Wash.
No, but she would have been. I mean, I'm the one that she swore to love, honor, and obey.
Listen, she swore to obey?
Well, no, not. But that's just my point. She obeys.
I don't think Zoe obeys as much as follows orders.
Not so. There's plenty of orders of mine that she didn't obey.
Name one.
She married you!
Here's all I got left.
Thanks. I walk in there unarmed, make the offer.
Ooh, Jane gave up some money. Interesting. Still don't mean I like him, but it's interesting. No, not Daddy Mal, no! Motherfuckers.
I'm not gonna say it again. Chipboard romances complicate things. What about love? I ain't against it as a rule. And in situations such as ours, it tends to cause problems. It splits loyalties.
That's it. Completely ignore the guy who's torturing you, because that's going to piss him off.
That's just you projecting your own intimacy issues on everyone else.
Could be a lot simpler than that. Could be I just don't think you're good enough for Zoe.
I can see that.
We got a history, and I
Don't
figure
say
you've
it,
got
Mal.
to be asking yourself some fundamental questions as to the nature of that
Just don't go there.
Never happened. It's the guy she never slept with thing. How Mal wish you had slept with her. Then at least she'd be over it.
Oh, you want me to sleep with her? Would that make you feel better?
It might.
Okay, Wash. I'm gonna do it. Listen, first thing when you get back, listen to me! I'm gonna take your wife into my bed. I'm gonna get me a piece of it.
Look at him trying to keep Wash engaged. Hurt him so. Oh, this is both men that she cares for very, very, very deeply. Oh.
Should be more than enough to buy back my men.
I think this is not enough. Not enough for two. But sufficient perhaps for one.
Oh, this is his psychological
Now
torture.
Him.
I know she said him, and it looked like she pointed at Wash. Did she point
Sorry.
at Wash? I think she pointed at
You're
Wash.
gonna ask me to choose, right? Do you want to finish?
She did point at Wash.
This money, it is too much. You should have some small refund.
They cut off his ear? What? Mal's gonna walk around with one less ear lobe. He must die now. This man must die. There's gotta be a play. A play. What's the play?
Mal?
He's crazy. He wouldn't break Zoe. He kept me from... I wouldn't have made it. Nisk is gonna kill him.
He's gonna make it last as long as possible.
So she saved the one she knew would last longer.
Where's Mal?
Niska wouldn't let him go.
Is he alive?
For now.
For now.
Take that to the infirmary, put it on ice.
Oh,
It's his ear.
Are they thinking they're gonna sew his ear back on?
Well, it's a clean cut, and I should be able to reattach it. That's assuming there's a head.
Thanks, Simon.
Do you know the writings of Shan Yu? For you, I have a special machine.
It's gonna suck the years from him? Oh! It is sucking the life from him. This is terrible.
This here's suicide. You do know that, don't you?
Jane.
You really think you can mount a two-man
What
front
was
assault
it?
on...
Shut the fuck up, Jane.
You let me lead. Cover my back. What's this?
Oh.
We're going with you.
Oh. Simon, do you know how to use a weapon?
Don't the Bible have some pretty specific things to say about killing?
Quite specific. It is, however, somewhat fuzzier on the subject of kneecaps.
What? Oh.
What?
Thought it was Anara for half a second.
dead.
Is he mostly dead or slightly alive?
You died, Mr. Reynolds.
Seemed like the thing to do.
Oh, geez. Oh, no. Don't cut off anything important. No.
Okay, people. If it moves, shoot it.
Unless it's the captain.
Unless it's the captain.
Okay, that was so lame. So lame. Oh, Kaylee, you need to be a little bit more confident with that weapon there. Simon in his little sweater and shirt. Still got the pew pew pews. It will always make me laugh.
Victor!
Oh, Mal, look at you go.
Looks like business ain't running so much as crawling away.
Just be done with him.
You want to meet the real me now?
Oh, Kaylee, you were not cut out for this. What kind of ninja action was that? Kaylee, if you aren't gonna cover, you're gonna Pumpkin, don't be a liability. Don't be a liability. Oh God, River. Oh, River. What kind of doorways are those? That's just a tripping hazard.
Jane. There's something the captain has to do for himself.
No, it's not.
Oh, that was extra. But Niska's still alive. Niska's still alive.
You sure this thing's gonna stay on?
Quit touching it.
I don't know. I never shot anyone before.
I was there, son. I'm fair sure you haven't shot anyone yet.
God, you should be resting. You should be resting.
Did you tell her? Your husband has demanded that we sleep together.
Mal, come on.
He seems to think it would get all this burning sexual tension out in the open. I know it's a difficult mission, but you and I have to get it on.
Take me, sir. Take me hard.
You know, something about that is just downright unsettling. Oh, hey, free soup.
Oh. I felt that one. What the hell's a vanilla husband? Who is the vanilla husband? I have to go back and watch it. Oh. Very interesting concepts that were brought up during this episode. Okay, so again, we see Mal. We're seeing the true man after the torture. What the fuck? But we also saw, this interesting dynamic that with Zoe and Mal, and I totally understand it, is when there's a friend, guess if you say if they're the opposite sex, but you have a connection, they are your soulmate. It's a connection you have that's beyond sexual. It's just that you know that with them, you can, 1, be your true self. 2, you can be open and honest. And 3, you know that they will always have your back. It is a soulmate, and it has nothing to do with any sort of sexual attraction. There might be on some levels, but deep, deep down, it is a ride or die. And it's a friendship that goes beyond anything. And I think that's what Zoe and Mal have, is that deep, they are soulmates. It's just not sexual in nature. It is just pure 100% family, friendship, togetherness. They can tell an entire story between themselves without saying a word. And when you can find that in somebody, it is rare. It's rare, and it is also precious, and you try to protect it with everything you have. Yeah, I truly understand their relationship there. And it's something she will never have with Wash, because it's completely different than the dynamic she has with Wash. It feeds a different part of her soul. And I think that's quite lovely. I do. I do find that lovely. And I also found it very interesting that she immediately picked Wash to save, knowing he would not survive any torture. Oh, as soon as it clicked to me what she was doing. Wow. Because again, she knows her ride or die. I don't even want to say BFF. Mal's a ride or die. No matter what. And she knew that instantly and knew what she needed to do to give him the best odds of both of them surviving. Because it was both men that she loves dearly. She just loves in a different way. And that was fascinating. Fascinating. I do wish Niska had died. He needed to go. What's with Book? Book, that face. The face he had, just fascinating. You're going to all make me want to read that graphic novel now about him, aren't you? I got to find it, though. Somehow I got to find it. Because it's so intriguing. But there we go. Episode 10, War Stories. What a trip. We're getting close to the end. I can feel it. This is going to be terrible. Okay, we'll find joy. We will find joy where we can. So hopefully you had fun watching this video, and that I will see you again for other ones as well. Moon Knight is done. This is winding to an end, which means I'm going to have to find something else to watch soon, and I know what it is going to be, but I'm not going to say it yet. I'll wait just a little bit. But it's something I have been hearing through the scuttlebutt. You all have been wanting me to watch. So I'll just leave you with that. But thank you so much again for joining me, and until next time, y'all.